Hey everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Sarah Jones, and I'm sure as some of you can tell, the scenery in the background is a little different. We are in my kitchen today because I am showing you how I make my lotion bars. It is mid-August, and this is about the time that I start planning gifts for friends, family, teachers, and my husband's managers, so I'm not super stressed come the holidays. First on the list is lotion bars, so let's get started. Here are all the basic ingredients that I'll be using for my lotion bars. We have locally sourced beeswax, coconut oil, liquid vitamin E, extra virgin olive oil, shea butter, and arrowroot powder. I keep everything organic if I can. Sometimes my colorants and my fragrances will not be organic, but I do have organic options for those. So we're just going to weigh out our beeswax in a glass bowl, and then I'm going to create a double boiler method and melt that beeswax. While that beeswax is melting, I'm going to measure out my other oils. After your beeswax is completely melted or mostly melted, add in your other oils and melt those as well. Here I'm adding the liquid vitamin E, and I'm also going to be adding the arrowroot powder. Make sure you whisk up that arrowroot powder really well so there are no clumps. Now, when I first measured this, as you can see in the top right corner, I screwed up and did not have my measurements correctly, so I couldn't fill all 6 areas of this mold. So I redid my measurements, and now I'm pouring this mold. Don't worry though, the measurements that are in the description are the correct measurements, and you can double them to make 12 molds or whatever you use. You'll need to know the capacity of your molds to really get an idea of how much you need to make. You'll almost always have oils on the side of your bowl as it cools down. I just pop it in the microwave and melt it again, and then pour it over any molds that need to be topped off. And I have mine on a tray because I need to move my molds out of the kitchen so they can cool somewhere safer, away from children and pets. But if you can leave it on your counter, that's the best option. If not, put it on something that's easy to move. Here, I'm just hitting the tops with a heat gun after they've cooled a little bit to make sure they're nice and smooth. And this just makes the bottom of your molds look pretty. I want to show you guys, this is one that I reheated the oil that was at the bottom of my glass and then just poured this little bit of extra in, and this is just something that I'll keep for myself. But I wanted to show you the little black speckles. Those black speckles fell to the bottom of this when the oils and the beeswax were melted. The beeswax that I get locally is triple filtered to remove any impurities, but these little teeny tiny guys sometimes get through, and they're really just harmless. So if you see these in your lotion bar, they are fine. It's not anything from the making process. It was in the beeswax. So unfortunately, it's just very, very difficult to get it 100% perfectly clean. So how do you use lotion bars? Well, the lotion bars are mostly a solid thanks to the beeswax, and they obviously hold their shape. The thing that makes them turn into lotion is the warmth of your hands. So when you're ready to use them, just pop them out of the tin, rub them between your hands, and you will warm up the bar, and you'll get those wonderful oils on your skin, and you just rub them in. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, as always, drop it in the comments, and you can purchase these on my website now. The link is in the details below.